So you join me down the Chichester Ship Canal on a mission to land my first ever canal carp. Formed in 1928, spanning 3.8 miles and some really old carp. It's going to be a challenge for sure, but let's see if we can land our first ever canal carp. So we started by parking down at the canal basin, and I travelled 1.2 miles by foot with the fishing gear to try and locate some carp, and I've ended up down a deeper end of the canal. As you can see on the map here, I'm fishing over to a little snag which you'll see in a second, and hopefully we can bag our first ever canal carp. Hello and welcome back to the channel. As you can see, today I'm down on the canal to try and catch my first ever canal carp. It took me a long time to locate the spots. It's getting dark. We're doing a little stalking evening session down here this session. So like the marginal shelves are very, very shallow. So like along here I can clearly see the bottom. It's just gravel, but I'm hoping to locate some carp on that back shelf. I'll be able to see them if they're there. But currently I've walked about a mile and I haven't seen nothing, so I'm going to walk back to the car and then go a couple of miles down the canal, park up there and then have another look. But pressure's really piling on. First time I've ever fished a canal. The buzz is there, and really urgently want to land one of these canal carp. So I've decided to take all the gear at the car. Nearly fell over then. No luck finding the carp yet, but down at the basin, so hopefully we can find a few in the basin. So I've come down to a part of the canal where the average depths are a bit deeper and you can't actually see down into the water. My idea is the carp are huddling down this end in the deeper water in the winter, because I haven't seen anything in the shallower parts where you can see down. So I'm gonna get a rod set up. All I've done is I've come down with literally bare minimum stuff just so I can walk the canal. I've walked about 2 miles now and found nothing, and I think this is going to be our only option as we're slowly losing light. We're only going to have about 4 hours of fishing, so we're just going to drop a rig on the back margin, couple of baits. So after finding my locations, I'm just going to go in with my normal setup, and that is a basic braided hair rig, size 4 hook, and that's a Manila bottom bait, 16mm active, topped off with a Banoffee 12mm pop-up into a basic free running setup with a 3.5 ounce lead, fished naked. Very clear spots, I believe, from just chucking a lead out there. It's coming back nicely, so I'm going to flick it down in front of the bushes, just in front of down here. You'll see it in a second. Couple of baits over the top, and hopefully we can nick a canal carp. If we do get one, that's going to be an unreal buzz. So let's get the rod out, get some bait out, and we'll talk a bit more about the fishing in a bit. There we are, rig perfectly placed, and I'm just going to put a small amount of bait out and only stick the boilies due to the bream and tench in the canal. If I wasn't saying I wasn't out of my comfort zone, I'd be lying. Used to fishing lakes, 12 acres, 5 acres, a couple of acres or whatever, you know the carp are close. But when you're talking miles, you never know really how far you are. First time on the canal, don't really know much about the venue, so it is really difficult, and I'm just waiting. If that rod tears off, the buzz is going to be unreal. But let's see what the hours of darkness brings us. I'm going to fish for 3 or 4 hours and hopefully we can just bag one. So I thought I'd do one last quick update before it gets too dark. I've seen a couple of ripples around and a couple of patches of fizzing, and I'm really getting confident for this. I'm going to push it for about 3 hours till about 8 p.m. It's currently about 5, I think. So we'll see what happens, let's see what the darkness brings, and hopefully that carp isn't too far away. So now we've gone into darkness, the video quality isn't going to be as great, sorry for that, but I've heard 2 carp crash on that back bank, and now the nerves are kicking in because I feel like it could happen any second. even the shoal fish. You can see them in the margins. I might put a clip in now of just the bream, and everything's starting to liven up a little bit, so hopefully it won't take too long. So unfortunately it didn't happen this session. I'm back down at the canal basin by the car. I lamped basically the whole lot on the way back just to see if I can spot any carp and maybe get an opportunity of a quick bite, but no, nothing's happened. So that's the end of the video there. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.